Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. You can probably hear the joy and ebullition of my voice because guess what Ian just presented me with? Da 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 da, the Sensual Goddess Tarot deck. I was so excited because somebody had come up with a topic and I loved it with, you know, am I his fantasy type? You know what I mean? And I was like, and then he comes in with a package and I was like, okay, so I'm going to do the grand reveal and show you the cards, and then we'll do a read with these because I loved that. I know you guys love the fantasy reads and the just the romance of it all, and sometimes I like it because I feel like we've always throughout all our lives, like even if I just had a read where the cards kept coming up with that were like get in touch with the ancient ones. We have something ingrained in our cellular level that attracts us. It is a type, it is a pheromone, it is all kinds of things that work at once. I mean, it is such a delicate chemical balance of what attracts us. It's almost off the charts weird, you know what I'm saying? So let me clear the decks because I'm so excited. I love this stuff. I'm like, I'm gonna go into outer space. Woohoo! And thank you guys for all your beautiful comments and your likes and your stuff like this. See, this is what the odd donation here and there gets us, new cards. So I'm serious, it's like, yeah, you never think, you're like, oh, that costs nothing, you need a camera and this and that, but it's the equipment and the stuff does start to get expensive. So I want to thank all you guys, you know, that make your little your 1111 donations. That just makes my day, and then I can get new decks and get things, and it makes me so happy. So let's have a look at these. Oh, like, look at this. Super sensual, yeah. Oh my God, I can't believe this. I'm gonna have a stroke. I'm just looking at these all day after this. I'm not even gonna do anything. You know who that reminds me of? Oh my God. Remember Xena Warrior Princess? Could you die? Xena Warrior Princess. These are beautiful. Look at this. This is like modern day people. It looks like a Instagram post and then they just whacked some fake background and they're like weirdos. Oh my God, I love this. This is me. If I was up to things, I'd want to be the Mad Hatter with a bunch of swords, but not a 7 of swords because that's usually about a hollow victory. But I would want that hat. I would want that outfit. Hell to the yeah, that's what I'm going to be for Halloween. Look at that. This is going to bring the men folk. You guys, look at this deck. We'll look at it all after too. I'll do a reveal, but oh my God, I love this so much. I always saw other readers do this and I was like, is that kind of lame to be like, look at my new pack? And then I'm like, hell to the no, it's not lame. It is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh my God. And I was like, because you never know. It could be like weird cards with narcoleptics on it or something. You're like, no, that is not my fantasy type. I'm so elevated right now because I just had to do a some privates where, you know, it was sometimes I get drained, but these people lift me. They're part of my Sense8, my original 8s, which I love. And I want to say hi to all you guys, Madison, Stephanie, my beautiful spirit over in Norway. I'll just call her Lady M, and she you know, she wasn't feeling well, and I just love her to death. And to Barb and to just all of you guys, it's insane how much I love and care for you, and I think about you on a daily basis. And you just are. Stephanie, you're magic too. You're in our Sense8. You're amazing. Yeah, Marlena, all you guys, you know what, it's like just these people that they emanate, and Kumari, they emanate love, warmth, and you know, they're the ones that are elevating the world. I can feel it, and I feel an energy healing, and I'm just beginning this thing too, and I'm going to put it on my listings. As I was studying it, I thought, well, is this something that I truly believe in? Because I'm not going to put anything on the roster that I don't believe in, but I do believe in distant Reiki energy healing now, and I'm also going to put that on there because I do. It's crazy. Like one of my clients, I was just thinking about them, boom, within seconds, they were like, hey Mel, I have this going on. And it's like, I really feel it. Look at her, she wants to get, hey Tarot Cat. She's like, you got my tasty green stones. This poor thing, she had a huge little chunkalunka taken out of her head because one of the others attacked her. And she's just such a peaceful Cheshire cat, but she gets scared if she's cornered. So they got into some kind of riffraff and tore up her head. She wants to know about the sensual cards. So yeah, this is great. I'm so excited to do this when these cards came. Yeah, when other readers like did unveilings, I was like, is it really that interesting? But there are everything. I mean, I love when Gregory does his unveiling, because he has some cool stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah, and I'm just seeing more and more the beauty of just people sharing stuff that they get so excited about, and I get why they are like that, you know what I mean? And here we go. So yeah, so we're gonna have our, do they see me as their fantasy girl or guy? You know what I mean? Because lots of times people have very specific types, and I'm going to do pick a card for this because I love this. These cards are already catapulting me into the stratosphere of psyched. Like, I start shrieking, my husband's on the computer, and I start shrieking, and he's like, girl, you okay? And he's like, I'm like, yeah, I wanted to have another cup of coffee, so I just friggin' eject out into the moon. Ooh, these cards aren't going to be so great. I can do this. So let's see, for number 1, we'll do our green crystals. That'll be number 1. Are you their fantasy type? Number 2, blue calcite, which I love. Look at this blue calcite. I'm like, oh, look, I got another matching ring to match my other garnets. I love anything that looks like old, like old Norman jewelry, old Byzantine jewelry. I love it. So I love garnets, and then when the silver mixed with the gold, I was like, oh, I can't even. Let me clear the energy because I'm getting so excited. I got to take a sip of something. So if you hear pauses, you guys, and then we're going to have green aventurine. I want to talk about the stone for 1 sec. If you can get your hands on any green aventurine, or you want to get some from my store, this is the money stone, but it is also, like, I just feel like it's the luck stone. Whenever I have these around, and these emerald crystals are pretty cool for this too. Most green stones are, they pull money and success your way, but aventurine, I feel like I just get strangely lucky when I have it close by. You know what I mean? The answers come to me. Most of the time I can find solutions to very technical things, and I don't know how I know how to do that. And in fact, in my old job, Kim used to say, Melanie, nobody can find the answers the way you do. And I'm not a computer person, but she's like, it's like you go some kind of back road and you find out how to get there where they think everything's in lockdown. But I feel like I just go on intuition, because we all know about computers, right, and technology. All right, let's get to the cards before I have a nervous breakdown. I have to see more of them. So number 1 is going to be the emerald crystals. Number 2 is the blue calcite. This is a very calming, meditative stone, like super grounding and chill. This is the lucky money, and I just call it the leprechaun rock because always good crap happens to me when I have it close by. So am I their fantasy man or woman? And I can already see Tarot Cat trying to get in on the action because she loves those stones. Here, sweetie, you can have them. Come and get them. Come and get them. Ready? I am architect. Go, go. Look at me. Look at mommy. Go get them. Get them. She just loves them. The Chariot. Ooh, look at these. The Emperor and the Devil. Okay, this is great, but this is also can border on infatuation. I see it right now just through this mix. I'm going to tell you something, you guys, too. I didn't know I was even doing this. Remember I said, I don't know, I just start rubbing my hands together and clap? I just read, and I didn't know this, through all the books, manuals, studies, courses, everything I've done. I never knew this. I'm creating, when I clap and rub my hands like that, it creates an energy ball. Now, if you do that, clap your hands and rub your hands together really fast, then hold your palms next to each other. You almost feel like you can't put your palms back together. There's an energy that almost feels like it's keeping them apart. You're creating an energy ball in your hands. And I didn't even know I was doing that, and I was doing it before every read, and I'm like, why am I doing that? Is it just a weird like OCD thing? And it's not. When I read that, I was like, oh my God. So I do weird things that help me through, I just call it through the ancients or through the guides that I don't even know I'm doing. So it's pretty cool. All right, let me tell you about this here, people. Whoo! We got super good and we got some super juicy. Yes, you are their fantasy type, but they are fast moving. They want to get right to, as soon as you meet them, if you don't already know this person, they're going to want to get direct to the business. They're going to want to get the good stuff on. They're going to want to getting it on. And this person is very persuasive. They see you also as somebody who is very formidable. You know what I mean? Like you are a, what's that thing where, you're not somebody that's captured easily. You actually are quite a challenge to them, and they like that, but they're almost obsessed with you to a point where it's like you might find a little bit of stalkerish behavior going on, not on the dangerous side, but they want to spend a lot of time with you, and they are so compelled to be with you physically. It is such a strong pull that it almost borders on infatuation. It is a type of infatuation, but I'll tell you what I also feel. I feel that lessens over time, because it's like the newness of any kind of passion. It's just so hot and fiery, they almost can't contain themselves, because you are their ideal everything. They just, to be around you and not be touching you is very hard for them, but they're all very fast in their affection as well. So you're kind of like, whoa, slow your roll there, Romeo. I have to just tell you this. It's so funny. The other day I was trying to think of who is that Lothario? Now it won't come to me now that I'm trying so hard, but I actually started shouting at my husband because he kept saying, oh, it's Gerard Depardieu, and I'm like, no, he plays the man, he has a big nose and he's like a French lover. Now I'm not going to remember it. I'll remember it later. Well, anyway, he couldn't remember the name, and I thought he was just keeping up for me on purpose, and I actually just started screaming at him like a maniac, and I'm like, why would you know what this is and you don't tell me, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, what are you talking about? Are you okay? He's like, no, it's Gerard Depardieu. And I'm like, no, he played him in the movie. And it was like so funny. But it's like that. I feel like this person has had a backdrop of some interesting lovers. And so they are very well equipped to do some pretty cool, funky things, which you're game for. But they want to move very quickly. And in fact, I feel like quite a few of them want to cohabitate quickly. They are so enamored of you and your physical self, your skill sets, who you are as a person. They want to almost cohabitate quickly and move in together. So yeah, you're just gonna, set firm boundaries if this person is a little like dun 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 dun. Let them know, hey, you're great, but you're kind of on the crazy side, and bitch, you don't know my life. That's what I'm saying to everybody that comes at me sideways or too fast, because you need room to breathe. You know what I mean? Like, who you be right now? Put those clothes on. I got other things to do. You know what I mean? This is a lot of everything, but it's like passion in another friggin' spectrum. So that is you. That is awesome. Look at that outfit. You want a close up on that? Oh, what in the hell? Somebody got to get you that outfit. I almost want that. Like, I have never been into leather or anything, but I like that style. It's going to be quite the challenge to get on and off. What are these people getting up to? I'm so into Egypt right now with my other deck and stuff. I find it so, so beautiful, and I love just the ethereal wealth of it and stuff. And look at that guy. He's bossy. He's already got all the ladies and he's bossy. And this looks like Little Red Riding Hood. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. These cards are my new faves. You guys, we're going to rock out with these cards. Yes. So that's you. So if you're new, don't forget to like and subscribe and leave your comments. We always have the best comments on days like this when we have these juicy, juicy hearts. Oh my God, I'm doing close-ups on all of these. And I'm glad they're not like vulgar or anything. They're very beautiful, but they're very Botticellian, and they're, and just appreciating the female form and the male form without being like, here's like that one devil card that we had that just looks like, oh my God, that's so beautiful. That's one of my favorite cards right there. Love it. The Hanged Spirit. That's perfect. Oh, I love that. I love that right in the middle, especially with Temperance. This is amazing. Wow. So, wow. Okay. So if you guys are just tuning in, I was just telling my last group too, before each reading, I didn't realize why I was clapping my hands and then rubbing them together. I thought it was a weird OCD or something to just get me grounded out. But I just read this morning, and as I was asking my spirit guides, I have a lot to shuffle today. Could you help me give me some answers? This thing pops on Pinterest and other things. What that does, it actually creates an energy ball. So if you clap your hands really loud and rub them together quickly, then try to put your palms together very slowly, you'll feel the energy between them. It almost pushes them back apart like a magnet doing, the positive and negative. You feel that energy in between your hands. And that's why I decided I'm going to start this new process of distant Reiki energy healing. Now that I'm starting to understand and master some of the ideas of this, I'm for sure going to do that and put it on the roster. And this, wow, this is fantastic. So let me breathe for a sec. When you get the the Empress, the Hanged Spirit, and Temperance together. And I just unpackaged these cards, so if you guys are watching all the way through the things, I immediately feel a bond with them. I feel like they're easily readable, connectable, and the messages come very clear. I love vibrant, saturated color and imagery because it just really, really helps me. Now, you are, they feel like you are very elevated in their eyes, like they can't do enough for you in terms of trying to treat you like a lady and bring you nice things and gifts and thank yous and all those things. But what you feel like you have to do on occasion is pause and step back because you're almost overwhelmed by the bounty of it. You know, it's like harvest time. If you fill your wagons and everything with so much vegetables, you then have to bring it to the storehouses, right? So you're almost like, what do I do with all this extra affection, love, gifts, and things? You're just pausing. You're taking a step back. You don't have to answer any question from anybody. The only person you have to answer in your life is yourself. Am I living the life I think I should? Am I a good, giving, lovable human being? Am I helping people? You know what I mean? Because a calm mind is essential in order to get desired results in your life. You know what I mean? Communication beyond our normal senses is achieved through meditation and allowing ourselves to be open mind and receptive. And when love and passion comes in with that, that's all part of that. But that elevates us almost to another realm of possibilities and communication and things like that. So you're chilling out for a damn second so you can get a hold of yourself. And then you come in with Temperance, which is beautiful because you need a significator that is saying, okay, I'm not going to settle for any kind of mediocre here. You're primarily concerned with spirituality, emotions being in balance, symbolic things being in check, following what you need, and that you're, there's two balancing forces in love affairs, right? And that you have to have your primary goal be your focus and your health on you, because a lot of times what comes in these mixes, especially with the Empress in the front, is it's wanting to convey a message, and the meaning of your life is about growth and prosperity and achievement and just really, really enjoying the sensuous and the sensuality of it, because that's what things are all about. Lots of times, you're tired and somebody is like, they approach you and they just want a little affection. That's mostly what it is. It's not that they want to make some kind of home movie that's going to make you want to go in a coma for days. You know what I mean? They're not plotting your death. They simply want affection. And this person, this mate, loves that. Like, you love little affectionate gestures. I feel like you're a hand holder and you like to just give somebody a quick back rub that says, I'm with you, I care about you. It's so lovely. So wow, you guys, if that's you, that's amazing. Look at the beauty in that card. So if you're new, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. We're big commenters here, and then we have fun dialogues on these crazy cards. Because this is one type of thing, I'm telling you, where people misinterpret each other's cues and body language sometimes. So it's like, once you get a hold on that, life is easier. And if you need any further assistance, you can go to my links below. My private reads are there, and I always do extra stipulations on body language in these private reads to let you know exactly what's going on. And I get a volunteer, and I show you how the stances, what reactions you get from different gestures, because you can literally there's never been anybody, really, I am not kidding you, that I have not been able to seduce by using these particular things. I'm more natural at it just because I understand human, but if I wanted something, there's nobody that's ever said no to me. And I'm not Elle Macpherson, but I know how to use the body and the mind to entice and use allure for that. And the heart wants what it wants, so you're going to go for it when you want to. So don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. Links are below, you guys. I'm so happy about this deck. I can't even take it. So that's you, the second group. So the third group we're now on, the Tower, the Fool. You're so lucky to have that in the middle. We're going to do close-ups. Oh my God in heaven, look at that sexy business, the Queen of Swords. So you're not messing about. Oh my God, it's Katy Perry. It is legit Katy Perry. She's like, I love all her videos. I go crazy with that one where she's actually in Egypt, and she's like, I love that. I love that. I'm literally going to have a heart attack. That's Katy Perry. So the Queen of Swords, yeah, they find you attractive, but they find you a little, they're a little threatened by you because you're not bullshitting. The Fool, but they, you know what, that is one of your biggest attraction with this in the center is you're lighthearted, carefree, and you don't take yourself that seriously, and you're ready for anything. You're ready for any journey. And when you end in this, it's so great. When you get in that relationship, you completely tear down all the old things that don't work. So if you remember me saying, I need to touch these for a second. And if you're just tuning in, it's so hilarious. I just learned by one of my guides this morning. I was like, I don't know. I've developed this weird habit where I have to rub my hands together after I clap. And they said, oh yeah, you're just making an energy ball. And I was like, what? They're like, look it up. It's a real thing. So if you clap your hands together, do this right now, rub them together very quickly, then hold your hands about 2 or 3 inches apart. You'll feel the heat. It's almost like you have energy trapped between your 2 hands. It is friggin' amazing. And it's something that I practice in distant Reiki healing now too. It's like, I just love it. And I'm using things I don't know the names for yet, but I just call it intrinsic knowledge from the ancient ones. It's just stuff like, if I am not feeling well, I'm never sick because I go right in my medicine cabinet and I do weird stuff. I mean, I'll literally just make a paste out of honey and cinnamon and turmeric before anybody knew about that and just start guzzling it. Like my whole family thinks I'm crazy because I know what my body needs when it's low on iron and things like that. And that's what you're going to have with this too. You're going to know what you need. And I think you've always known what you need sexually to feel fulfilled, affectionate wise to feel like that. And you're evolving, so you're not repeating any old patterns. You know, that didn't work for me in the past. There's no way. I'm not doing that again. Forget it. We're starting from here. We're starting from a light-hearted vantage point where we're going to treat each other fun and we're going to have adventures and things are going to be nice. I want to do one more close-up on that because I love that card. I'm just going to have to spend hours looking at these today. And I love how there's always a dog in the picture. He either looks like he's going to grab you by your skirt to save you, or if you don't have a treat for him, he's going to push you over the edge. He's like, Fido wants a goodie. Fido wants some snacks. Fido's like, bitch, you don't know my life. Like, it's just like, tra-la-la-la. These outfits are the greatest. And then we got Katy Perry. So when you're in this mode too, you are not only their fantasy woman, but they think about you like excessively. I mean, it's crazy. So sometimes if you're at work or whatever and you look up and you see that odd coworker looking at you, they're totally fantasizing about you. It's ridiculous, and they are, and that's why you're catching them looking at you. It's your energy field and your scope saying, look up, look at this, you're being admired, and take it for what it is. Somebody admiring your physical self and having a fantasy. I mean, we all do it. I mean, that guy in Peaky Blinders drives me crazy. I'm afraid if I ever met him in the street, his name's Cillian, and he's already married and has a family, but I find him, there's something about him. I have some connection to him somehow where I literally feel like I would just go up and just give him like, put him in a full body squeeze and scare the hell out of everybody. You know what I mean? There's just something in the alchemy of connection of people where it's completely on a cellular level. You don't even know, but when it's brought into conjunction with another person that has that same feeling for you, it's combustible and it's awesome. And you guys make this person that's in your realm make a fantastic match for you. And they see you as lovely, but they are like, they think about you all the time, and they love that aspect of you. You're like, whatevs, I'm just hanging out here at my desk or not at the DMV, because those people don't have zero sex drive, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they're just like, next, denied. I don't even go near the DMV. I refuse. It gives me nightmares. But look at that. Yeah, because you're evolving. You're like, nope, I am not going to repeat any patterns that haven't worked for me in the past. Jealousy doesn't work. Envy doesn't work. Comparing myself to others don't work. And if I can get any point across, never compare yourself to anybody else, because especially the people that are really touted for their extreme beauty or Victoria's Secret models. I've watched a lot of documentaries, and a lot of times the heartache on that spectrum is unbelievable, because they try to create otherworldly scenarios that don't necessarily work, and it's very weird. You know what I mean? And you know, there's wings of spirits that carry us to each other spiritually and other ways. So we have to rejoice in that and thank everybody and have gratitude for love. And with nothing, any of those things, passion, love, we should never ever take for granted, and we should have a lot of gratitude and always remember to thank our guides and everybody for that, because there are lonely people out there, you know what I mean? And I feel like you guys are starting to make stronger connections with people, and you're becoming freer, more lighthearted, so you're drawing them into your lives, which is beautiful. So that is you guys. So if you're tuning out, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new, and leave me all your comments. I love them, and all my links are below for any private reads, because people especially want to know stuff that's happening in this area, because they get a chemical reaction to someone who's attracted to them, to where they feel like they're goofy or unstable. And I do have techniques that are tried and true that work to harbor calming feelings and a stronger connection. So things like that. So that is you guys, and I hope you like the new deck, because we're going to be using it all the time. And Katy Perry's got some Golden Maid bikinis on.